Désiré Doué, le crochet, Désiré Doué, Désiré Doué, wow, le violation.
Désiré Doué. The name sounds poetic, doesn't it? In French, doué literally means gifted, and if you watch the Champions League, you'd agree that this kid is living up to every letter of it.
That performance was ridiculous.
You know, that's the same, I have no words. That's just incredible for me. That's simply incredible, yeah, I have no words, sorry.
Let's roll it all the way back to where it started, Rennes. A club known for developing talent, sure, but even they had rules. No signings under the age of 7. But then came this little kid, 5 years old, already playing like he was born with studs on. Désiré Doué wasn't supposed to be an exception, but exceptions get made when your talent makes people forget the rules exist. That early, they couldn't even put him in competitive matches, but they let him train, they let him hang around, and even as a child he stood out not just for his flair, but for how naturally the game seemed to live in his body. As he progressed through the youth system, he was always the youngest in the group, but it never seemed to matter. They kept pushing him up year after year, age group after age group, and he kept adapting faster than anyone expected. By the time he hit 17, he wasn't just training with the first team, he was playing. So here's the thing, when PSG came knocking in the summer of 2024, a lot of people raised eyebrows. $50 million for a teenager. Sure, he had promise, but Paris Saint-Germain isn't exactly known for being patient with promise. Their squad is stacked. A player like Doué. Most assumed he'd spend a season or two getting cameos, maybe a few Coupe de France starts before a loan or a quiet exit. But he had other ideas. It didn't start easy. In fact, it started just like most people predicted. He logged just 2 starts before December, often brought on late in games when the result was already drifting. Some even said he looked overwhelmed, like the jump had come too soon. But the thing with Doué is that his breakthrough moments don't look like fireworks. They creep up on you. You don't realise the shift until it's already happened. And that shift, it came in Austria. December 10th, 2024. Final Champions League group match, Paris Saint-Germain versus Red Bull Salzburg. For most players, this was just a dead rubber. PSG had already qualified. But for Désiré Doué, it was a turning point. He started, like usual, on the bench. But midway through the second half, Luis Enrique subbed him in. And 10 minutes later, Doué scored his first goal for PSG. Not just a scrappy tap in, either one of those elegant finishes that makes you sit up a little straighter. It didn't matter that the game wasn't crucial. For the coaching staff, that goal was enough. Enough to start seeing him not just as a project, but as a piece. From that night forward, everything changed. He started 21 of PSG's next 26 matches. He was no longer rotated in, he was written in, and not because of injuries or squad depth issues, but because he was earning it, week after week. But if there was one night that truly cemented his arrival, against Liverpool, Doué didn't start. But when Enrique needed energy, needed unpredictability, needed courage, he turned to the 19-year-old. Doué stepped onto the pitch with PSG needing something different, and did he deliver? He took defenders on like it was a youth tournament, breaking lines, carrying through pressure, creating chances. He nearly won a penalty after weaving through traffic like it was nothing, and when the game went to penalties, guess who took the 4th? Calm, composed, clutch. Sometimes football gets so wrapped in vibes and narratives that we forget to look at the numbers. But in Doué's case, the numbers back it all up. As of now, across all competitions, he's racked up 11 goals and 11 assists in just over 2,300 minutes. That's more goal contributions than guys like Martin Odegaard or Phil Foden, and he's doing it without stat padding from set pieces or playing every week in one fixed role. He's been everywhere: left wing, right wing, false 9, central midfield. No single position accounts for more than 38% of his total minutes. That kind of chaos usually kills a player's rhythm. Not Doué, he thrives in it. Wherever you put him, he turns up. Per Opta, he's created more chances per 90 minutes than any player in Europe's top 5 leagues, not just League 1 Europe. And when he gets the ball, he drives forward with purpose. He ranks top 5 in League 1 for progressive carries and carries that lead to shots. These aren't empty dribbles, these are actions that turn into goals. But the part that most fans miss, the part coaches obsess over, is what he does when PSG doesn't have the ball. Doué is relentless. He averages 5 possession wins per 90 minutes, the third highest among attackers in Ligue 1. He's top 5 in the final third for ball recoveries. That means when PSG lose it, he's often the one helping win it back within seconds. Under Luis Enrique, this PSG side presses high, plays tight, and demands effort from every forward, and Doué fits that mould better than most. Since December, his highlight reel has exploded. A brace against Saint-Etienne in a 6-1 demolition, a crucial goal against Dunkirk in the French Cup semi-final, and the match-winning strike that sealed PSG's Ligue 1 title with a 1-0 win over Angers. 3 games, 4 goals, all clutch, all decisive, and just to be clear, this isn't a winger tapping in at the back post. This is a 19-year-old carving open defences, creating angles, taking defenders on his back, and delivering when it matters. His rise hasn't been limited to club football either. Internationally, Doué has been wearing the French colours for years. He starred for the France U17 team in their victorious 2022 European Championship campaign. He moved up to the U19s for the 2024 qualifiers, and by October 2023, he was playing for the U21s. It didn't go perfectly. He got sent off in his debut after 2 yellow cards against Bosnia and Herzegovina, but that's part of the story too. Not every step is smooth, but Doué always learns, always grows. In March 2024, he made his debut for France's Olympic team and immediately stole the show, scoring twice in a 3-2 win over Côte d'Ivoire. He played 5 matches at the Paris Olympics, even coming off the bench in the final against Spain. France lost 5-3, settling for silver, but Doué's influence didn't go unnoticed. And then came March 13th, 2025, his first senior national team call-up, UEFA Nations League quarter-final against Croatia, debut made, and just a few weeks later, on June 8th, France beat Germany 2-0 to claim 3rd place. Doué played 138 minutes in the tournament. That's not window dressing, that's trust. Doué's rise might feel meteoric, but it's been built on years of quiet dedication, family discipline, and strong footballing foundations. Born in Angers, France, he comes from a family steeped in the game. His older brother, Désiré Doué, plays right back for Strasbourg, having also come through Rennes' system. Their cousin, Yann Gaboho, is an exciting attacking midfielder currently at Toulouse. The family tree is dripping with football DNA. But the key figure in this story is Maho, Desire and Guela's father. A steady, grounded man, Maho worked tirelessly with his sons, often putting in extra training sessions after regular practices at Rennes. His influence, according to those close to the family, remains constant and powerful. He's the one who's helped Desire stay level-headed through both the lows of Arsenal and the highs of Munich. Importantly, the Doué family hasn't been blinded by hype. After that shaky Arsenal showing, they admitted he wasn't ready. They didn't make excuses. They understood the level, recognised the gaps, and focused on growth. That kind of clarity is rare, and it's played a huge part in Doué's rapid evolution. Talent is one thing, but staying at the top is another. Just a few months ago, Warren Zaïre-Emery was considered the future of PSG. At 19, the Parisian midfielder was impressing everyone. Now, that conversation has shifted to Doué. The real fascination with Doué lies in the unknown. How will he handle setbacks? What happens when the goals dry up, or when defenders start kicking him harder? So far, he's shown nothing but promise. He's confident but humble, flashy on the pitch but quiet off it, a player who thrives under pressure but doesn't seek the spotlight. And the best part? He's just getting started. Thanks for sticking around. If you felt something during this video, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe for more stories like this, because players like Désiré Doué aren't just stars, they're reminders of what football can be.